But before we introduce our next guest, I want to play a clips here. We're gonna ask Flanagan to do the clips. Some of the short clips that supaya kamu kenal siapa dia lah. Okay, here he goes.
I grew up. My early childhood years was in southern Illinois, in Carbondale, to be exact. It's like a farm town. So my mom pursued their bachelor degree sana, and then she kind of like, I'm not gonna go if my children cannot go. So she packed us, three sisters, three girls, in a bag. Whoever can fit in the suitcase. So so we all flew to southern Illinois in Carbondale town and kind of like started school there, childhood years there, and then of course come back to Keke. So basically I was born and raised in Keke, then after that, went to US, come back, abroad. And then after that, just be orang Sabah. Yeah, but never like formally like learn martial arts until I encountered an incident where I was kind of like followed, and my mom sort of nags about it. She's like, kau sudah dalam sales ba, you have to learn how to defend yourself. Sabi ba yala nanti lah until something happened. And you think like these things are nothing, I pandai jaga diri, but unfortunately I encountered that situation that made me feel like I have to protect myself. I need to learn this, and that pushed me into learning Muay Thai. I met up with my coach AJ Pyro, also a one championship fighter, one of the pioneers in Malaysia. Yeah, correct. Yep. And he is very open, very welcoming to having female fighters, especially as there aren't a lot of female athletes or women actually training martial arts or mixed martial arts, and he was just always so welcoming, very encouraging. Because of that amateur fight, that one small fight in a gym, which is part of the One Championship Network. I see. They're like, there's another girl who fought before. Okay. You want us to ask her? And then I remember Paul I, his name, he messaged me and said, are you interested to be part of One Championship? I'm like, oh my God.
You want to go hit somebody up? Let's go.
I'm like, okay.
Your first, yang Malaysia tu mungkin okay lah because kau rasa still in it, as a Malaysian versus Malaysians as well, but pro fight internationally, Singaporeans. What were you feeling that time? Apa yang kau rasa? Do you feel like macam
what was going through your head?
Or you're scared or something? What do you feel inside?
You're totally excited.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mix, right? And I mean, you gotta understand like excitement, nervous is kind of in the same part of the brain, so you're like nervous, excited, all that. But I always feel like, okay, I lost my pro debut, but that was like, I lost it, but it was also the most biggest lesson for me because I got to understand a lot myself. Number one, I walked to this song called Bangarang, Skrillex.
Yeah.
Can we have that song?
I like that song.
Yeah. Okay. I love that song. I run to that song.
We can
but
put that in
it's not a good song for a walkout. That's what I learned.
Tell us why.
All right.
Okay,
you're walking out. My first fight, never doing this before. You walk out Singapore Indoor Stadium, 20,000 people watching you. You walk out to a song that brings your heartbeat rate up. Kalau kau jogging dapat juga. Ini kau mau fight. Kan? So like I go in there, and then if you, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, but I've competed so many times. Yeah. So that was my first pro fight. Like I fought the amateur one. You don't have a walkout song. Okay. You walk out to 20,000 people in a stadium like, whoa,
Skrillex song.
You're fighting against their Singaporean fighter. And then you go ring ring ding. Your heart rate goes up and I could hardly breathe.
Because adrenaline rush.
My breathing was just out of place. And the thing that I learned after years and years of doing this, no matter how technical you are, no matter how strong muscular you are, if you cannot control your breathing, you have nothing. If your cardio is out, your breathing is all over the place, your mind is all over the place because you cannot breathe, no matter how technical you are, doesn't matter.
And the wrong walkout song.
That was the reason. So I learned from that.
Did you pick that one?
I picked that one.
It's
That's what I said. I was like,
okay.
I lost that fight. I'm like, I know why.
Okay.
Talking about a podcast is the one to hear.